Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of So What You Hear. I'm Jay,
I'm correct.
Yeah.
and the 2024 NFL Draft is finally completed. Everybody has all the new future picks of their team, and I think this week we're just going to go over and tell you what we're happy and like and don't like about what our teams get. Could have been better in the first round. Could have not been better. I don't know how to take it. I'm still torn. But,
I'm not even upset. Over through and through, I think, you know what? I think my team did well, and you guys will hear a lot about it today.
yeah, I mean, we didn't.
I think collectively, from all of our teams, because I watch, obviously, to see what you guys' teams do, I think it was a lot better after the first draft, as you guys saw last week. First round, when there was just some crazy choices, some shocks, and all that. But
Just,
hey, that's why the draft is 7 rounds.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you have chances to make all the picks you think your team's gonna need to help set you up for the year. Um, Specifically, my team this draft, I was very happy. For obviously, first round draft pick was J.C. Latham. Good offensive line. We need to get that. We need to get that O line together. But pick two, but round two, my prayers were answered. I got Tavondre Sweat.
I was
Yeah.
done. I was done early. I wanted.
Oh,
Yeah, Tiff was not
I was
happy.
I'm
done
telling you,
early. I
I
wanted him
made a
bad.
call before Warren Moon even got his
I
name all the way pronounced.
I ended up calling him at the same time, and we were doing a three-way because I was like,
It was very happy. I think we needed that though. We lost some people on the interior defensive line, in the off season. I think having those two together, that's gonna be a problem. You're gonna have him coming from. It doesn't matter where they put him on the line
no, he's an
because
animal.
he's going to be a
He is
problem.
an
And
animal.
then you got Jeffrey Simmons, and I'm also excited because Harold Landry's this is a year after he's already had the ACL injury. Hopefully he's ready to come back and really be in prime form. And I'm excited for
Being able to rotate big guys is
I'm excited for what the defense is gonna look. We've also gone a lot of a big changes because we don't have Mike Vrabel anymore. We got Brian Callahan. And I've had to obviously realize we're rebuilding, lost Derrick Henry and all those things. But then we answered we got linebackers, we got cornerbacks, and we did get one wide receiver. It's from a small school, but I'm pretty excited about it. I'm hoping that
you consider Tulane a small school?
when you look at it in what conference they're in comparative to all the other big ones, Tulane is okay.
Okay.
Tulane's not. It's not. It's a Division 1 school. It's just you don't. How often do you hear
I
about
guess it is a
Tulane?
bottom tier Division 1.
You,
I'll give
you,
you
you
that.
don't hear about Tulane all the time. But we got Cedric Gray in the fourth round.
Big in UNC
Like
pickup.
that UNC linebacker. He's
Yeah.
everywhere. He is definitely somebody we need also because our linebacker core is. That's what we've been weak at for the past couple years. Last year we finally got a little bit better, but we lost those guys too. But
It doesn't matter. You
yeah,
definitely
yeah, we,
refilled
we
them.
got him. We also got we got Jarvis Brownlee Jr. Who played at Florida State and he played at Louisville, cornerback. He's all over the place. And my cornerbacks, well, Caleb Farley has been injured a lot. Fulton has been he's been okay. Roger McCreary, he's been stepping up, but he's usually our slot guy. So I'm looking forward to seeing what
Didn't
he.
you just add another corner?
Yeah, we got Jerry Sneed.
Oh, well, yeah.
So like we got some depth at cornerback right now.
Yeah.
But we did not pick as of today. We didn't pick up Caleb Farley's 5th-year option. So this is his last year, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully we see. Hopefully he bring it this year, man. Hopefully you get that contract. Um, and then we also got and pick in round 7. We actually got we had two picks in round 7. We ended up getting the linebacker from Miami, James Williams. And then we got old Michigan Blue boy Jalen Harrell. I saw both.
Absolute
I
dog.
I like Jalen Harrell. He's an outside linebacker, but I definitely saw more of him having his hand in the ground from his highlights.
Yeah.
And I think he's also great. Now he's not as quick but he can get around the edge. But
He's
as long he can still he knows how to find the ball, make pressure. James Williams, he's more of a linebacker, like a what's that old saying? Like a slime
Linebacker.
backer. So he's more like a safety linebacker. And he's a ball hawk. He's definitely making hits. And then like I said, Jaquan Jackson from Tulane. I think it's going to be nice for him to round out our wide receiver core,
Yeah.
especially with the new pieces we got. And today, Tyler Boyd came in, and they're talking about we may be signing him to like a 2-year, $18 million deal. So he
Well,
could be
that's a big.
third option. So Traylon Burks, you need to produce, buddy, because if you don't,
You be getting pushed up out of here.
you're gonna be gone, boss.
So you think you feel good overall?
Overall,
Pleasantly surprised.
I'm pleasantly surprised. Yes, with what we got. I'm trying to. It's just when you got to go rebuild, you lose people. It's like, dang. And I'm excited about. I'm also excited about Bill Callahan being our O line coach because he said J.C. Latham was his favorite O lineman in the draft, and so he's been really good at turning out linemen. So I'm actually excited. Hopefully, we get good O line play, so I can see. Like I saw Will Levis has an arm. He can get the ball to people. I just want, and I also saw he knows how to change his protection to give himself time.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking forward for him getting the ball to the playmakers we have gotten this offseason. And I'm also looking forward to our running game. How is it going to translate? So because we're not heavily relying on the running, we're going all pass. So I want to see how we use Tony Pollard in the pass game, use
Yeah.
Tyjae Spears in the pass game, and we got a couple undrafted free agents. I'll say that for another time, but there's some people on there too that I'm actually excited that we got that people aren't talking about. So overall, Tennessee, personally to me being a fan, I would give your draft. I'd give it like a B minus. Um, I don't want to be overzealous to say A. I'm gonna say because there's still always room for improvement. We could have got some other pieces, but I think that you guys finally hit a lot of the areas where we were weak, and I'm excited for it.
Okay.
Is there anything you think you could have done better? Anything you wish, like I do wish y'all would have done this?
Um, I would have liked to see maybe a safety, especially after getting rid of Kevin Byard. Terrell Edmonds is okay, but he's not. He's not as much of a ball hawk I would have liked. I think we need a little bit more of a presence back there at safety. But hey,
You don't think the extra pressure you are going to get with
I
the
think I think
linebacker and the DTs that maybe
I think because we're gonna have that pressure, we're gonna get the quarterback's not gonna have as much time to be able to make so it doesn't takes less pressure off of them. Um, I just think we could have did that. I also thought we even though wide receiver depth was very deep, I thought we could have went a little bit different.
probably got up there a little bit
Yeah,
earlier.
I thought we could have got. I definitely thought we had a chance.
Now,
I thought
with that, I would question who are the 3 picks before Jaquan? Would you be like, yeah, we could have lost him? And
I don't. The thing about it is, honestly, when I look at the numbers and where they're picked at, it ain't.
so,
Yeah.
So like, I mean, it is what it. I can't even say who I wouldn't take, and everybody we got looks like they can be plugged in and hopefully start week 1.
And they're rookies, so you have time to
Mhm.
mold.
So yeah, no, I'm. That's the only thing. I would also a kicker, but we did get one. We did get an undrafted free agent kicker. So because our kicking game is we had Bullock. He was good within like 40, but when it started hitting 45,
And
it's
now
old that
kickers are
leg.
insane
Yeah,
now.
you
so,
weren't, y'all
yeah.
weren't like a super offensive
we-
team.
and
And
we-
you kind of
and-
need deep kicks here and there.
And some of the games we lost, deep kicks we would have had some of those losses turn to wins.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. I'm actually happy with this one. So I
All
believe
right,
it's that.
well, that's awesome. Let's throw it all down to the D.
Okay. No, I don't know. Like, I think like grading wise, it's hard to say for me because this is not where I thought they would go. Like, I don't like. I had to go and look. I gotta see who these people are and who the Dallas. Like everybody Dallas pick. I was like, yeah, as many people as we looked at,
None of
I don't know this person, you know. So I had to go and do some digging. And honestly, like I think the grade of this draft is going to be more after the season because if you look at it now, you're gonna be like I'm gonna give them at least a C because I think we had a really good team last year and what we needed.
it was boring
They
picks.
went and got. Yeah, it was boring picks, but they got what they needed, and I think I respect that. Like, well, I need to protect the line, and like Tyler, was it Guyton?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I was like, okay, I see what we doing here. You know, like I mean, they weren't getting through him. Like you might get him on the other side, but it was a wall. He's a wall. Like if you come to him, he's stopping you where you are, and
big
like
boy.
he's a big
He's a
boy.
big boy.
He's quick, and he's so like you might get it on the other side, and then like on the other side, we end up getting somebody. What's his name? And the Nathan Thomas.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it was
from
like
Louisville. Yeah,
so. It made me feel good, and oh my god,
Cooper Beebe. I'm gonna
Yeah,
jump in.
I've never seen them. They call out his name. The announcers was like, "Oh, that's BB." Like who?
He was steamrolling people.
Oh my goodness!
Like
Like
he'd get close and put a hand, and they just go. Like he didn't even really like block. He just kind of like kung fu.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go to school at?
Northwestern.
yeah.
Okay.
And he's a big boy,
Oh,
so he's
dude! Like you
drop
might want to
on
just
you,
take a,
and the
just
running back is gone
real quick.
Like,
Take a look at the film. You'd be like, well, damn.
yeah, like he. I mean, this big boy can move. Like this is a big boy, and he's there before the run. And when he lays you, he pancakes
Pulling
them.
guard.
So okay, so you guys are what the picture talking about. You're definitely trying to give Dak as much time as he can.
He's trying to give Dak as much time.
Mm-hmm.
Now we went back in time, like with a time machine, and we went and got Zeke. So like,
Yeah.
we like portal back. He got a new number though, so
Yeah.
like same mode with something
15.
new.
Oh,
Like
he went college.
Yeah.
He went
So
college.
so I think they going they have time. I was surprised we went and got a cornerback. Because
You lost Gilmore. Well, you haven't technically. He hasn't signed anywhere yet, but
Yeah.
he's not with y'all. So you need
And
depth. I
that's
don't think
true.
it would
Like
really.
this, what's his name? I told you I had to look all these people up. Kalen Carson, like his highlights look good as well. Like I didn't see a lot of like picks and stuff. I only saw like one pick out of all the highlights. But if he'll stop you, like he gets very much in the way. He is like all over. He's very aggressive, kind of nasty for a cornerback. Cornerbacks are usually a little bit more like just like hi, I'm not touching you, or they're like, or they are, but like. I don't
They
know.
might have to tone down the grabby, but yeah.
Yeah, because I know a couple of those. I'm like, that might
He'll get flagged. They'll let him know.
interference, but
Yeah.
okay. You gonna have to help me. What's
Which one?
Maurice
Maurice Luafau?
baby Palmalu? Like all you see is hair coming out.
I remember him from the combine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like all you
Quick.
he's quick, and he's just like so. Like I'm excited. Don't judge me. I'm excited. Like I think. But I guess I think we got what we needed.
Well, and remember, Craig was pointing out that he didn't feel like DeMarcus Lawrence had really been doing much, and y'all needed somebody on the other side from Micah, and y'all got what was it, Nealon in the second round?
Oh yeah. I don't know how I almost forgot.
We're watching tape.
I saw his tape.
I saw at least 3 sacks that he didn't touch the quarterback. He just took the tackle. And just plowed the quarterback with the tackle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, well, that's aggressive.
So I think, and like, because they said, what did Jerry said that I can't remember. Oh, I should have wrote it down. That's my fault.
Like them robbing the bank?
Yes. Like, because like I think these are people that no one was looking at, but they should have been. I think that's what I translated.
And Jerry is good.
They usually
with
draft
grabbing
well.
nobodies.
Yes, they usually draft well.
Preseason. I'm watching preseason like
they develop linemen like no other. So especially if you see linemen like y'all have like that are already excelling in college, which like I said, like BB. I mean, that's one of the best guards I've ever seen in college. That was incredible.
It was very impressive.
And your body was getting old anyway. So
yeah,
it
was old. It was injury prone. But that's what I'm saying. Like if you're sitting there watching these O tackles, and one O tackle you got in like the 7th round, yeah, like. If you're seeing promise in college, we know Dallas is going to develop them in the pro line.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, they could be the 6th round, 7th round, 20th round, Mr. Irrelevant, undrafted. If Dallas picks up a lineman and you got any tape that shows, wow, they can do this well, Dallas is going to develop them into a starter. It just is what they do.
You think the wide receiver is good enough to take up Gallup, or you think, what you think?
Who'd you go get again?
Ryan, you know me, I suck at names. Flournoy.
That's what it's Flournoy.
Where do you come from?
He
I wrote that down too.
Saint.
South. I don't know. Missouri, I think. Don't judge me. Okay. I can't read my own
It's a
handwriting.
really
I
small
should
school.
have been a doctor.
It's a very small school.
Okay.
He seemed reliable. He gave me very almost like Cole Beasley ish.
You need reliable.
That's
Michael,
what that's what you
because
didn't have.
Michael Gallup would be reliable for a game or two, then he could fall off. You're like, where's he at?
Yeah.
Like you can use CD to beat people down low, down deep. You have Brandon Cooks who can still variably
Brandon
beat
Cooks
people
still
down.
he
You
still
know, he
has
still
that.
has that.
Cooks, yes.
You don't have anybody to do anything else, and I think y'all needed somebody else who can
That's
just
not
get
true.
open 5-10 yards
They
to
have
get the ball.
Ferguson.
I like
Ferguson's
Ferguson.
always open across the
I
middle.
like Ferguson.
Yeah, but
he
it's like
saved his bacon a few games.
it's like that. Yeah,
He's a good tight end.
I don't feel like he really gives him across the middle. He gives him more of that.
And when
like
Lamb's having a bad game, I feel like he steps
Well, I
up
saw
for
him eat up. I saw him eating up that one in the playoffs. He was going across the middle. He was everywhere.
well, that's true.
And so like I think, but I also think Dak sometimes was running around a little bit more than he needed to.
I do feel like y'all haven't had the protection that y'all are used to having.
And hopefully this.
And then
yeah.
The other problem with going with the smaller running backs that y'all have been going with, you weren't getting the holes you were getting before either. And like a small running back can't do anything
Yeah, they need
with
to
a
be
line. You
able to-
need a line that's going to give me a hole. Like I don't need a huge hole,
But
you got to give me some.
nevertheless, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, I'm one of those people. I haven't turned on Jerry yet. I'm faithful, loyal, and true. I feel like I think out of owners, I think we have a good one. Like, don't that felt weird.
Here we go.
She's institutionalized.
My family did keep their last name, so you never know. But I'm shut up. Don't make me say. Anyway, but like you know what you did. You know what you did. I will have to say it out loud.
Y'all hear this?
Yeah, like I haven't
Yeah,
spoke.
yeah, like.
You don't need to smoke.
Oh
You
wow!
don't need to.
Yep. See.
You know what you did. Okay.
Somebody's.
Whatever. I haven't turned on him yet. I trust the process. He wants it more than we do, so I feel like he do. He has more written on it than riding on it than I do.
Yeah.
So I'm with him. I feel like we're gonna get there. I feel good. I do. I was nervous at first. I didn't understand, but like I got hope. How about that?
Yeah.
I don't want to wait another year. I don't think he either. I don't think he wants to
I just
dismantle everything. I think he wants to. It's right here. It's right there. If I can just, put new brakes on it,
okay.
do something to the engine a little bit. And
I
we gonna be
think the
good to
problem
go.
is
Like,
too many teams jump to the engine swap, and I feel Jerry's like, we just need a spark plug repair.
just there she go. Yeah,
Like, we've got a Hemi. It's just the belts are worn.
I do. I think he's.
I will say this. I think the biggest problem is your coach is not a motivator.
Yeah, I
And
think he gives you more than
he gives you
Jason.
Well, he's like, come on, I expect you to do your job.
Yeah,
go out here and do this.
Yeah, and he gets angry. Jason just got redder.
Jason just clapped. It was a perfect cheerleader.
I mean, a little ass swipe. And
we're all winners.
I couldn't take it no more. I don't need a cheerleader. I want anger. I want Parcell. I want.
That's what was so bad when he came over to us. I'm like, dog, did you really just get a guy that was fired from Dallas from having a whack offense to be our offensive coordinator? Like, he got fired because our offense sucks. Why is he our offensive coordinator?
Just scratch your head, dog.
Oh, God. But luckily that's gone. Now we got Kafka. Well, I had a very emotional reaction to the first
No, I wouldn't say
round
that.
of the draft.
Oh, yeah. He's supposed to be. If it didn't go well, the Mars were getting a specific episode. Well, I remember that. And they didn't get Spencer Rattler.
Thank God. That was all I cared about. If you signed Spencer Rattler, I would have quit.
They didn't get a quarterback at all, right?
No, not even kind of.
Okay.
You guys didn't get one for UDFA? You didn't get any of that?
We didn't. Yeah.
Why are you whispering?
I don't know.
I'm hearing that apparently with what we saw Drew Lock do in Seattle at the end of last year,
They got excited.
They beat Philly, which, I mean, that's our division. So if he can beat Philly.
Told you it was that throw.
And then there was a couple others where
Did you look
he
at the
won
tape or
games
something?
at the end of the season. No, I just kind of remembered it was listening like Pat McAfee was talking about it, and I kind of started thinking about it, and I'm like,
You called him a criminal. You called him a criminal. That's all
I did. But
Called him a
to
criminal
be
for
fair,
stealing money.
to be
You
fair,
called him a criminal.
what I feel like they did was the Malik Neighbors pick is to go with Jalen Hyatt, who's kind of gives you almost a Tyler Lockett feel.
Mhm.
Then you'll get Malik Neighbors, which gives you like the DK-ish, the explosive, wide open, aggressive catcher. Then you've got Wandell, who can run your tricky stuff, and I think the plan is to put enough explosiveness around him that they can make up for our quarterback play not being great, and then making the defense so stout
Yeah, like getting the
that he
ball
don't got to
back,
do
because your
much.
boy is turnover. So yeah,
Because I've gone back and watched Malik Neighbors pick or like highlights
yeah.
probably 4 or 5 times since the draft.
Do you think if you can't get him the ball,
If either one of them can't get him the ball, then y'all do not need to be there, because the kid is open at all times. Even if he's not open, he's open, and he's open. Like, he's always open.
This is your test.
And you add that kind of explosiveness with a guy like Jalen Hyatt, who runs a 4.23, which now you can't really put that over-the-top help on Jalen Hyatt because Malik Neighbors will embarrass you. Well, one-on-one with 4.23 speed, Jalen Hyatt's going to win almost every time.
Yeah.
There's nobody in the league that he's not going to beat.
Who do you guys get to place Darren Waller? Because he said that he's about to retire.
We don't know.
Okay.
He still has not answered. He's not sure. We're not pressing. But in the 5th round, we got Theo Johnson, which we already have Daniel Bellinger. So, we have a tight end that we liked. It was supposed to be able to run 2 tight ends that could be awesome. But we got Theo Johnson from Penn State.
Okay.
Numbers were not the greatest, but when you go watch Penn State, they didn't throw the ball, and they didn't throw the ball in a position to make him produce often.
Was he more of hand in the dirt blocking line, extra line?
He was catching for Will Levis when he was first there.
Oh. Okay.
No. I mean, dude, like when they throw him the ball,
Okay.
it's magic. Like his plays where you go watch the tapes and watch them get the ball to him, and it's crazy. But he blocks. Like, he has the potential to receive about the level of Darren Waller.
Mm-hmm.
It was shoddy here and there. There was games where he really wasn't targeted much, but he has the potential.
Okay.
But he blocks way better than Darren Waller. Like,
so it's like
way better than Darren Waller. More like a George Kittle, where Darren Waller,
exactly
we're basically trading Darren Waller, the Travis Kelce, for a George Kittle, a guy that still is a very, very, very solid receiving threat, but gives you a better blocking system.
And that's good.
And that's wonderful.
That's better for your running game that you guys are hopefully have this year.
Yeah. And so we add like the 6th round, we add Darius Muasau, which, like, again, not a great linebacker. I don't think he'll start, but seeing what he does, he's one of them guys when he's on the field, if this gap or if, this is his job, he's going to do his job.
Oh, fundamentally sound.
Yeah, you're not going to see him on SportsCenter, but he breaks the play down pretty well and he knows where to be.
You might see him.
And so,
you talking about what's his name?
He probably play.
The dude from UCLA?
Newman?
No. I'll get to that in a second.
You talking about the type?
From UCLA, the linebacker.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Remember, I was watching. It was like he wasn't lighting people up. It wasn't big hits. It wasn't a bunch of forced fumbles and sacks.
I'm sorry. Yes.
It was just they ran left. His hole was between the guard and the tackle. I said his name. Darius Muasau.
I was.
His hole is between the guard and the tackle. If they run there, he's gonna make the tackle. And that's kind of what he did. And so, like, especially considering we kind of have a good, decent line, like our linebacking core isn't bad. Back there, we got McFadden, we got Okereke, we got some guys that can play. He can develop, and I think he can be decent, and especially get him in the 6th round pick. But Tyler Newman.
Yeah.
I didn't really know who he was. He plays for Minnesota. He's a safety. But it's one of them things, as soon as he gets drafted, I start hearing all the analysts like, oh, well, this is clearly the best safety in the draft. And so now I'm like, I go from pissed off because we didn't take a quarterback. We let JJ and Penix go.
Yeah.
We took Neighbors. Yeah, he's amazing. Who's going to get the ball to him? What are we going to do? And then I hear we got the best safety. And I'm like, okay, so, we add Brian Burns, amazing pass rusher. We got Kayvon Thibodeau, very solid pass rusher.
Yeah.
Dexter Lawrence, best DT in the league. Our linebacking core is getting solid. De'Anthony Banks is playing better, good corner. We're solid at corner. We had the best safety. And I went in and watched tape.
It was nasty.
All he does is take the ball. That's all he does.
Mine.
Like I'm watching, I'm like, okay, well, keep in mind these are highlights. It's going to show his best plays. But it's one of them you start counting how many interceptions he has, and you're like,
the dude is open. Like that guy is open. Like where else is the quarterback going to throw the ball?
And I mean, he's taking the ball on top of being able to come up in the box,
make hits,
split offensive lineman blocks and stuff people. Come up, hit people at the line. Come up, blitz quarterbacks. Like he gives me like
he's a dog. Like
he gives me Ed Reed play style.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not gonna, he's the next Ed Reed, but like his ability to tackle, his ability to snuff out running plays, his ability to affect plays in the backfield,
smart,
and then basically being able to
very intelligent.
the Peyton Manning story, I know he ran this route, so I purposely flipped the wrong way to get him to throw. That's the kind of stuff you were watching him do. We brought him in. We go ahead and to have our, we're interviewing him and stuff, the New York media and stuff, and they're like, well, what do you think we're getting? Like, what's your attributes? And a lot of guys automatically, my physicality, all my speed. It's a lot of athletic acknowledgement. He immediately was like, I know how to analyze the game. I know how to break down coordinators. I know how to break down quarterbacks. I know how to break down offenses. I know how to break down routes. I can run routes for receivers. I know how to bait people. I know how to watch and
football IQ
is insane. Like
comes out of nowhere.
But you literally watch him. Like if you're watching the tape now, he's highlighted, so I know where he is. You're watching him watch the quarterback and fade left and just staring at this, watching this receiver coming off the right. And as soon as the quarterback puts the ball up and goes, he's gone. He's in front of the ball. Ball's gone. Receiver has no chance for it. And he's taking it to the house. He's taking it way down.
Here, he gets here and snatches it.
Every
he can high point the ball too. I saw it.
I mean, he's getting it at his highest point. He's giving them no chance to get it. It was so impressive. And so now I'm in a point with these. We picked up a running back from Tyrone Tracy from Purdue.
Oh yeah, he is.
We really needed special teams help, and he's incredible. Yeah. Like he's a hell of a special team.
Wide receiver, running back.
With the new kickoff, the one cut returner is going to be really valuable because that one cut you find a hole, that's a touchdown.
Yeah,
that's what he does.
He makes himself small. Like
when he's running as a running back, he's one of them. If you give me any kind of hole, I'm gonna slide through. He gives you like that like Le'Veon Bell kind of feel.
Yeah, like
he's catching the ball 40, 50 yards downfield. I mean, he's downfield.
And he is fast. Like,
catching the ball, taking it on people, taking it to the house. Like, he is very versatile. And again, this is a 5th round. This is 166. So for us to be able to add a guy that should be able to come in with Singletary, learn a little bit, help us on special teams, help us with some explosive plays, and can receive great, it gives me hope for us at running back, not just this year, because I think he'll still, rookie getting in. But going forward, I think we could have, like, a stud running back. That would be... Overall, if I do the draft by itself without acknowledging like some of the other things we've done in free agency, I would probably go like C+, B-. If Theo Johnson, Tyrone Tracy, and Darius Masao all turn out to be what I think they could be, a solid linebacker role player, a very potent pass catching tight end, and a very shifty running back, B-, B, easy. Which, if you add that to our other moves, I'm excited about where our team, how we're going to play it. But if you're just, if those guys don't, I mean, that then basically puts us with like Tyler Nubin and Malik Neighbors as guys that I'm pretty sure they're at least going to be solid, if not star. And if that's all we get out of it, C+.
Yeah.
So it really depends on how well we develop our later draft picks. If our later draft picks pan out to be useful, I'm not even going to say star. If they can pan out to be useful, I think we did pretty good.
That's all you need, man. That gets you championships, you believe it or not.
That's true.
You play out your role and you do your role well. Hey, dependability.
So, Dabo Kafka is our D coordinator now. We got Shane Bowen. That's right. Thank you, because you knew who it is. Because he came from Tennessee. But if y'all develop these guys,
Well,
Our new line coach, if he can get the veteran pieces together that we got for the line, we can do something. We could have a team that can be formidable. I'm not saying formidable. They could be formidable. I'm not saying we got Super Bowl hopes, but I could see us being a team that, like, if you don't take serious, we could beat you. Like, we're gonna give you a go for your money, and I guess I'll be happy with that. If we don't suck, I'm gonna be good.
Stay tuned in week 4
I
for the first quarter.
Oh no, I think I feel good. I do. I feel good.
I'm
We'll know when to start.
like, we always want the best for our team, so we're being optimistic, and we're being like, okay, I see what you're trying to go for.
That I haven't seen a plan before, and now
Yeah.
I kind of see the
So-
plan.
Yeah.
I get it.
And so I'm like, okay, I gotta trust in with my owners and what all the people, every level of the franchise.
Because I think the all in means he's all in on the team he has. I really think that's what that meant, and no one knew what that meant until he started doing nothing.
Texas hold
And then
him,
we're
and
like,
they're thinking that
okay.
means he's pushing his chips in the middle. But yeah, I think
And-
no, I've already put it all in the middle, and I'm playing this hand.
I'm playing his hands almost like blind,
And
you know.
the crazy
like,
thing for me is I'm not used to having a team that's going to be pass heavy.
Nah,
My team has always been about running,
yeah,
smash mouth football. So I don't know what it looks like for us because it's
We've
not
never done
normal.
it,
It's
yeah.
not normal for us. So
Yeah.
and then I'm used to our bend don't break defense. Like, we keep ourselves in games. But I'm excited because this looks like like with the
This
pieces
could
we
be
like a
got.
hurdle
disruptive,
defense.
yeah.
Like, this looks like just one of those.
Go get him
That's
defense.
what I
But
want. I want
I'm excited because
Sweat is aggressive.
I'm excited because I think these players added to what we have to, because with what Houston has done, with what Jacksonville has done,
And
and
even
what
Indy.
and even Indy, the AFC South is going to be tough
Even
this
like
year,
for
and it was
us,
tough last year.
Washington.
Washington
Washington.
Washington had like 10, 11 picks.
I don't think because we from here and the Commanders have been utterly
Garbage.
I think
horribly.
it's like RG. It's
Like,
their
They've
best.
been,
I mean, I'm gonna say
they've been trash since '93.
Dan Snyder's tenure wasn't good.
Ooh,
Bless
ooh.
you.
Thank
But
you.
it
Sorry.
wasn't good. Like, the best thing he did was bring back Joe Gibbs,
And he destroyed his.
and then he brought in Mike.
Good Lord.
Then he brought in Mike Shanahan, and then he had Sean McVay. He had
every star coach coaching right now was on that staff.
Mike McDaniels. They were also
Wasn't Raheem Morris on that?
they were all there at one point,
And you still could win.
No.
So it's obviously very hard being from here because we're not fans.
I can't give you, yeah.
Like,
I hate them a lot.
Like, we're just, they're division
It got
rivals.
to the point
I
though.
can't.
It got
I
to a
pity
point
'em.
where you don't even. It doesn't even. What do you get from hating them? Like, you feel mean to hate them. Like, you just like.
I
well,
can't hate Washington because they're terrible.
Luck next time because I gotta watch these sad. I like the fighting. Like, we're gonna get you. Like, it's not even like they were saying it, but their eyes got just.
You know we're gonna win the division this year. Like, we both.
Like, their
we
team
both know
name is
that's not true.
awful. They don't have a good name, so there's just
And
shame.
I will say, like,
It's shame. It's Philly.
Sewer pipes in the stadium are bursting in the seats.
like
Ew.
the ownership they've done a good job so far.
Yeah. So
So
It's
it's hard to get that out, like this bad taste they left in your mouth for years. So it just is.
Yeah.
So and there's nothing to look forward to, but we will definitely be keeping our eye on them this year. And the pieces they got, like, I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what they do, because it'd be nice to have, like, Baltimore also is a good team, but I think it makes the area better when you have formidable teams in your living area. Because, like, okay,
They've actually done studies.
It's not good for driving though.
Areas,
Yeah,
that's true.
Hey, guess what?
Areas
Traffic
with
on
winning
Sunday.
teams. It doesn't necessarily have to be football, but like Detroit's violence
has
over the
got
last
went
year and a
down.
half, 2 years
You
is
got
down
something
like
to live for.
massively.
Like in Chicago, if they can remember.
Well, because when people are
Like-
celebrating, they're happy about stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what? It ain't
Kansas
that
City's
bad today,
crime, I
man.
think.
Yeah, like
Ironically, I mean, I know there was the wolf guy.
they go
that
to
was
rob
robbing people,
them.
but, like,
They see like this lion
Yeah.
somewhere. You're like,
oh, I'm not robbing them. He's
Yeah,
a Lions fan. Go Jared Goff. Jared Goff. Give me a Rolex.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So like it brings people together. Babies
So it
start
does
being
make the area
born.
better
It's
when there's
just,
winning.
Yeah, Baltimore's kind of calm when they win.
They're very calm.
Like, so we'll see. And I talked to some Ravens fans. They're super excited about Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
They should
And
be.
the violence is usually down during the regular season.
So
we can probably expect it to be down during the regular season. And then it goes back up during the playoffs because they suck.
It went pretty
Sorry,
good.
I grew up in a household with a father that's a Steelers fan, so the Ravens aren't going to get a whole lot of love. And they beat us badly in that Super Bowl, and I kind of hate him for it. So,
oh yeah, that's a tough one. I never lived down.
Yeah, they did.
if that wouldn't have happened, I don't think
You would care.
Dad's fandom would affect it. It'd have been like, dude, the Ravens are the type of team.
Yeah,
I like. They're
but
physical.
they embarrassed.
But that
y'all.
embarrassment was
That
like,
was-
yeah, nah,
that was mean.
y'all, yeah.
They didn't have to do that. Yeah,
You didn't even
I
have to
agree.
do that.
Yeah, I agree. It was...
Don't forget to comment, like, and
I
subscribe.
still make faces when I hear the name Kerry Collins.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you.
You know that.
Jason
You
was
know-
there,
you
right?
know.
Yeah.
I know. I had him.
It was-
I'm gonna tell you. He got his.
I thought Jason Sehorn was finally getting a ring. Michael Strahan was supposed to get his first one. I was like, this is gonna be amazing. I love this
I remember,
team.
man. We were young.
They told us nobody could beat Minnesota, and we whooped them 45 zip.
And then,
Randy Moss, Chris Carter, Dante, we whooped them 45 zip.
then you went to the Super Bowl.
How many points y'all even score?
0-7.
Dude.
Yeah.
We got a kick return in the beginning of the second half.
And then,
And
bro,
then
they
they
returned
returned the
one
next
the
kick.
very next
Yeah.
week.
They
That took
kicked
all the
us.
moment, all the air out
So
of
we
them.
come out for the second. They're up. It was like in the 20s. I want to say it was like 21. I don't think it was 28. I think it was 21. I think it was 21-0.
Yeah.
So like 3 touchdowns, and you're like, oh god. They kick the ball off. He returns the kick. It's 21-7.
And you're like,
And now you're like, there's a whole half. We got this. Ball goes up, hits his hands. He runs it back 28-7. And you're like, nope.
Air out. It was just gone.
But anyway. All right, well, this week we kind of just told y'all how, we feel with our team's drafts and stuff like that. We're probably going to leave our teams out when we move forward. But probably the next 8 weeks, I would say it would be. We're going to go ahead and division by division. Last time we went over everybody, what they did at the end of the year with who they lost and stuff. We were doing 2 divisions a show, but we want to be able to get a little more in depth. So 1 division a week, 8 weeks, tell you how we think about everybody's draft so that, the rest of the league can
like,
get our
people they
opinion.
sign
And so
in
y'all
and
can hear about
stuff.
y'all favorite teams and what we think and all that
Yeah, we
stuff.
gotta look at the
And
Colts,
anything maybe you
right?
didn't hear.
For
Yeah.
Fangirl.
We gotta, the Colts will get. We'll be getting to the Colts. I mean, that whole division, the AFC South, is something you got to go over.
Anyway,
That's
So-
it's gonna be intense. It's gonna be
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I feel good
But-
about 2024. The world's going to shit, but football always make you happy, right?
Yeah.
That's just me. Okay.
Might be the only thing to look forward to.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so come back next week. See us for what we're doing. Like, comment, subscribe.
So what you hear?
Hit us on Twitter. Hit us on Instagram. I'll let you later. Peace.